Hey guys, my name is Justin and I'm going to show you on how to use the VBA and Excel. I'm just going to do a simple program for you guys to understand using the VBA. First, I made a solution on my program which is called the flowchart. Programmers use this flowchart to make it easier for them to code the program. So the shapes called here are called blocks. So there are different kinds of blocks. So there's the terminal block, the initialization block, input and output block, process block, uh, decision block, the connector, and the lines are called the flow lines. So let's start. The first one will be the terminal block. So the terminal block will be used as start or end of the flow chart. Next one will be the initialization block. So it initializes or declares variables. So I am going to do the problem area of the square, which is in mathematics a is equal to s squared. So I will only use two variables, which is area and squared. Area is the answer, squared will be the given. I use the data type double instead of integer because sometimes the user is going to input the decimal instead of a whole number. So the next one will be the input block. So just type input box, then type the sentence, please enter an integer. So an input box will pop up, and you will type something there, an integer, and it will be declared as squared. And the next one will be the process block. So this will be the computations for the area of the square. Area will be equal to square times squared. Since we cannot use exponents, all we need to do is squared times squared. Multiply them both with type squared. After the process, we need to use the output. So this will be the output. Simply type message box, quotation, the area of the square is concatenation, then the variable area, then another concatenation, then put the period. After the output, to terminate the flowchart, simply use the terminal block again and end. So let's start coding. First, go to Excel. Make a new workbook. Now, to go to the Visual Basic for applications, click the Developer tab. Sometimes the Developer tab doesn't show up, so to go to the Developer tab, click File, click Options, Customize Ribbon, and on the right side there will be the Developer tab. Check the box and click OK. After the Developer tab, go to the Visual Basic or simply press Alt F11. This will be the VBA. You see that it is blank, so to go to the module so you can code, right click the sheet, insert, and there will be the module. So we can code here. There will be two types of procedures, which is the function and the sub. The function is only used for calculations or computations, and they cannot be executed without the sub. And the sub will be executed directly. So obviously we're going to do the sub since it will be executed directly. So to start, put sub, and the class name will be area since it will be the area of the square, so class name area. Now we start the codes. We will start with the initialization block, dim squared as double and dim area as double. Wrong spelling. We are done with the initialization block. Time for the input block, squared is equal to input box. Please enter any. Let's try to run if the input box works. To run, click this or simply press F5. There will be the input box. Please enter any integer. So 1, 2, 3. You see that there's no answer yet since we don't type yet the output. Let's continue. We are done with the input block. Time for the process block. Square times squared. Next will be the output block, message box. The area of the square is concatenation area, concatenation to put the period, and we're done. Let's try to run it again. F5. Enter any integer. Let's try 25. So 25 times 2, 25 times 25, sorry, this will be 625. Let's try with the decimal. F5, 3.5, 12.25 will be the answer, and it will be the area of the square. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned a little something on using the VBA on Excel. Thank you.